Potty problems are something we avoid in our everyday conversations. While you may be more than willing to share how much your sore throat is torturing you, rarely do you go into the office and announce that you haven't pooped in 5 days. However, constipation is not something to be embarrassed about, and if you've had it, and we all have, then you understand that it is no laughing matter. In fact, it can be downright debilitating. Before running to the drugstore for a quick fix laxative, which often worsen the problem, try some simple home remedies to relieve your discomfort, and keep it from coming back. 1. Oil. It gets more than cars running. Pure olive oil is more than just a healthy and tasty fat. It can also help relieve constipation. It's not surprising really when you consider what olive oil's texture and consistency is like. It's practically the poster child for constipation home remedies. It stimulates your digestive system, which helps get things moving through your colon, and taken regularly it can prevent constipation as well. You will need 1 tablespoon of olive oil, 1 teaspoon of lemon juice, optional. Directions. In the morning, consume 1 tablespoon of olive oil. It works best on an empty stomach, so have it before you eat anything else. If you forget, wait until later when you haven't eaten for a while. You can mix it with a little bit of lemon juice if you like to lighten the flavor. Lemon juice also acts as a natural aid for constipation. 2. Freshen up from the inside out. Ah, the scent of a fresh lemon. Did you ever think your stomach might appreciate it as much as your nose? The citric acid in lemon juice acts as a stimulant for your digestive system, and can also help flush out toxins and undigested material that may have built up along the walls of the colon. Mixing the juice with water not only lessens the intensity of the lemon flavor, but helps get you the fluids you need to get everything moving normally again. You will need 1 fresh lemon, 1 cup of warm water. Directions. Squeeze the juice of 1 lemon into 1 cup of warm water. Drink or sip until finished completely. 3. Molasses makes the world go round. Blackstrap molasses has been a sweet savior for more than a few sufferers of constipation, be it chronic or occasional. The reason blackstrap molasses works so well is because of how it is made. Regular molasses is essentially pure cane sugar juice boiled to concentrate and crystallize the sugar. The third boiling results in blackstrap molasses, which is crystallized but contains significant amounts of vitamins and minerals, specifically magnesium, which is what helps the constipation. It's natural, tasty, and while you thank goodness someone decided to repeatedly boil a bunch of sugar, your body will thank you for the natural remedy. You will need 1 teaspoon of blackstrap molasses. Warm water or tea, optional. Directions. Consume 1 teaspoon of blackstrap molasses. Start slow and small here. If you don't like the flavor of molasses, you can add it to a cup of warm water or tea to dilute the taste. If you find that a teaspoon has not been effective, you can go as high as 1 to 2 tablespoons, but try less at first. 4. Coffee is our friend, sometimes. A lot of people love their morning coffee, but it does more than just give off heavenly aromas and help you perk up. Caffeine is a natural stimulant for the digestive system, so indulging in a cup of joe will help get you up and running in more ways than 1 to 2 cups is fine, but make sure you don't overdo it. Too much can actually have the opposite effect. Coffee is a diuretic and makes you urinate more frequently, and if you drink it in excess, it can cause constipation by dehydrating your body and drawing out water that would normally soften your stool. 5. Get moving. If you want stuff to move through your body, you need to move too. Our lifestyle these days not only involves dietary changes that increase constipation, but we're often sitting much more than we're active. While there isn't an exact scientific reason as to why a lack of exercise is linked with getting clogged up, we can assume that moving the body helps get the smooth muscle in the colon moving as well. Keep in mind, however, that you should wait an hour after big meals before exercising. There are also specific stretches and workouts that are supposed to help with getting good old number 2 out the door. 6. Go natural, aka fiber, and more fiber. You'll hear people talk a lot about how a natural diet helps relieve and prevent constipation. An overall healthy diet just improves everything, and our bodies know how to process fruits, veggies, grains, and roughage more than the refined or artificial foods that don't pass as easily. To get more specific, Natural foods tend to contain boatloads of fiber, that magical word that signifies the end of toilet suffrage. In short, fiber is material that cannot be digested, and it acts like a sponge. It draws water from its surroundings, making it swell, which softens stool and adds bulk to it, which in turn helps it pass. Like coffee, some kinds of fiber, like beans, can contribute to constipation, so always drink plenty of water. Some good fiber-filled foods include beans, apricots, whole grain bread, berries, broccoli, plums, pears, and apples, nuts, potatoes, skip the fries though. 7. Get some flaxative. Flaxseed oil is a pretty simple home remedy for constipation. It sort of coats the walls of the intestine, as well as stool, and increases the number of bowel movements you are having. Enjoying your oil with orange juice is a double whammy when it comes to constipation. Since oranges have a good amount of fiber in them, make sure to get orange juice with pulp, which is what has most of the fiber. You will need 1 glass of orange juice with pulp, 8 ounces. 1 tablespoon of flaxseed oil. Directions: mix 1 tablespoon of flaxseed oil with 1 glass of orange juice. Drink as needed, but give it time, up to 5 hours, to start working so you don't overdo it. Aloe. Its benefits aren't just skin deep. Aloe is known to soothe minor cuts and burns, but it can also soothe your tummy. It's best to use pure aloe vera gel from the plant. The gel straight from the plant is more concentrated than commercial aloe juice, so don't use more than 2 tablespoons. If you don't have an aloe plant, then drinking aloe juice can accomplish similar results. You will need 2 tablespoons of pure aloe gel or 1 cup of aloe vera juice. Directions: mix 2 tablespoons of pure gel with fruit juice and drink in the morning, or drink 1 cup of aloe vera juice as needed. 9. Establish a routine. Potty schedules aren't just for puppies, they're a great way to relieve and prevent constipation in humans too. Regulating the timing of when you go to the bathroom will regulate your bowel movements as well. Set aside about 15 minutes anywhere from 1 to 3 times a day, and take your time, even if nothing happens. Make sure you stay relaxed, and eventually your body will catch on. 10. Baking soda does it all. Baking soda lies at the heart of home remedies. It is so incredibly versatile, and it pretty much does its job 95% of the time. It works incredibly well for constipation, and tummy aches in general, because it is a bicarbonate, which will encourage air to come out of you one way or another, and relieve pain from pressure. It also realkalizes the stomach, neutralizing the acid a little bit and helping things pass through your gut. You will need 1 teaspoon baking soda, 1/4 cup warm water. Mix a teaspoon of baking soda with 1/4 cup of warm water. Drink all of the mixture. The quicker you finish it, the better it seems to work. 11. Empty out with Epsom salt. Epsom salt is an effective home remedy for constipation for 2 main reasons. First, the salt draws water from its surroundings, softening up stool and making it easier to pass. Second, the magnesium that is present in the salt promotes contraction of the bowel muscles, which also makes passing easier. Table salt can be useful in terms of drawing water out, but it lacks the magnesium that Epsom has, so try and use Epsom salt if possible. You will need 2 teaspoons of Epsom salt for adults, or 1/2 teaspoon for children, *. 1 cup of water or fruit juice. Directions: dissolve 2 teaspoons of Epsom salt in 1 cup of water or fruit juice and drink all of it. If within 4 more hours there is no sign of bowel movement, you may take 1 more dose. Only use 1/2 teaspoon for children. *. Consult the box for dosing. 12. Don't forget the prunes. Perhaps one of the most classic cures for constipation is prunes or prune juice. The fruit works as a natural laxative because it has high amounts of fiber, and contains sorbitol. Sorbitol softens stools because it is a natural carbohydrate that is not easily ingested, causing it to draw a lot of water as it passes through the intestines and adding bulk to stool. Be careful though, too much in sorbitol can cause gas and make stool too soft. You will need -2 glasses of prune juice, 8 ounces. Directions: drink 1 glass of prune juice in the morning and 1 at night to relieve constipation. It should start working within a few hours, so it's important to let 1 glass pass through your intestines before attempting to drink another, or else you risk diarrhea. You can also eat several prunes instead of drinking the juice if you prefer. 13. Heed nature's call. This is a preventative measure to help ward off those uncomfortable bouts of constipation in the future, and it's pretty straightforward. When you need to go to the bathroom, go. Your body is giving you the signal for a reason, and it's a good idea to listen. The longer you hold it in, the more water is absorbed from the stool, and the harder it becomes. Your body also only sends the signal to have a bowel movement for a certain amount of time, after a certain amount of time. That's why if you have to go really badly and don't, you stop feeling like you have to go. Delay the duty and you may not get the heads up to go until you are even more clogged. 14. Dandelions. Dandelions are a terribly annoying weed, but you might view them differently after they'd help relieve your constipation. The constituents of dandelions make it a gentle laxative as well as an effective detoxifier, and a cup of dandelion tea will be enormously beneficial to those who are suffering from constipation due to inactiveness or the consumption of a lot of processed foods, although drinking it does not mean you don't need to exercise or eat healthy. You will need -1 to 2 teaspoons of dried dandelion leaves, -1 cup of hot water. Directions: put 1 to 2 teaspoons of dried dandelion leaves into a mug, and pour hot water over them. Cover and let steep for 6 to 10 minutes. Drink up to 3 times a day. 15. Bacteria is necessary. Healthy gut flora is vital to keep our digestive system working properly, especially in these times, when our stomach is getting pounded with all sorts of processed sugars and foods. Working to keep the good bacteria in our bodies strong and plentiful will help prevent constipation, and lessen its severity should it still occur. There are a number of ways to go about helping your bacteria flourish, but one simple method is to enjoy a cup of yogurt, which is filled with probiotics, with breakfast, and during the day. You will need -1 to 3 cups of plain yogurt. Directions: eat a cup of yogurt with breakfast, and then on its own or with snacks throughout the day. 16. Rock the squat. It sounds a tad awkward, but literally squatting over the toilet can help relieve constipation and kickstart your colon. It's a natural position that our bodies understand means it's time to go. Americans spend a little less than $1 billion a year on laxatives that will ultimately only contribute to the problem, and wreak havoc on the body. Know that you do not have to have a bowel movement every single day to be regular. That is a myth that contributes to the dependency on laxatives. Some people only poop every few days and that's normal for them, while others go multiple times a day. We're all different, and there are too many factors to decide how often every single person should be going. Just know your body and use common sense. Constipation may be something that people like to keep to themselves, but whether you don't tell a soul, or announce it on graduation day via the loudspeaker, it all comes down to the fact that it can seriously impede day-to-day life. It is also, thankfully, something that can often be effectively treated naturally and at home. As a bonus, many of the lifestyle changes that help constipation, diet, exercise, etc., simply make you an overall happier, healthier human being. You are watching How to Treat Constipation: Natural Remedies for Constipation Relief. Cure constipation easy at home. By lifebuzzfeed.com. Please like and share this video to friends and family to help people live healthy and prevent diseases. And subscribe our channel for more daily videos. Share with us your knowledge and what you think about this video. Thank you for watching.